In this video, we're going to look at working with quotes, work orders, and invoices from their respective search panels. So, for example, I'm going to click on my quotes tab. So here in the quotes tab, you can see all of the jobs that I have sitting in a quote status right now. And the different colors indicate that these are current quotes that have not passed a certain time. They're fresh quotes. Those that are in yellow have actually expired. But over on the left-hand side of the screen here where you see status, this is where we keep key information regarding the job. So for example, when you see the red push pin, if I hover over that, that says no address or service address. So these are kind of like warnings or visual aids to you to let you know that in the record there's something wrong or something that needs your attention. Also, we can see the exclamation points, which indicate to us that there is no part data. So that's an incomplete job or an incomplete quote. So you'll see these statuses on the quotes, work orders, and invoices tab. Now, on the right-hand side of the status tab where you see the car with a wrench, there's a couple of different displays that are going to tell you whether it is a repair, a replacement, or other. Now, when you hover over one of these items, meaning I'm going to go ahead here for Maddie Carson and I hover over that, this now brings up the quick quote menu. So this way you don't have to actually click on the job and open it and see all of the panels. So maybe I'm just interested in seeing some quick reference information on this job. So when I clicked on that, I now can see Maddie Carson's record, what the glass part is. I get the part information. I can see who the insurance company is, billing information, whether it was scheduled or not, who the technician is, and then actually schedule notes. Now, I can keep this quick quote reference window open, and I can actually move this anywhere around my screen. So if I then want to go to another record, so let's just say now I want to go look at Steve Martin's, I can hover over that, click on Job Quick Reference, and that now has updated the quick reference panel to Steve Martin's. So that way you can go between these records and see it. Now this will disappear when you do open a record, but you can simply reopen it the way I showed you. I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to go back to that Maddie Carson. I'm going to hover over it. From in here you can also see that you can print the quote, email the quote, view attachments, and add attachments. So this is a real quick way for you to get into the record and do things. Typically we find most people want to print a quote, or the customer says, calls up and says, can you email that to me? Or there's something you need to add and you actually don't need to go into it. So it's a very easy, quick way to do it. Now, this again is going to be for quotes, work orders, and invoices. You will see those statuses on there. The one thing that will change between all of these two is the status tab. So here we see like tech pending, balance, BAL. These are items that you set up that is covered in a different tutorial and training session. But again, you can choose those statuses and see what the latest status is based on those statuses you've set up. Also here when we're in work order, because I have that added to my panel, which we've covered in another training session on how you can set up your user to see the different options for the headers here, or the fields that we call them. So this way I can see what the work order code status is. So I happen to have those two items on there. So very quick and simple ways to get into a job. So let's just say right now I need to print this work order. I can come right to here, click on print work order. I'm including the prices on the work order. It's going to go ahead, bring that work order up on the screen and go right to my print button, so I can go ahead and print or save to my PDF or whatever the setting I have. So maybe I'm going to go to this Brother printer. I just click on print and I'm done. So very easy to use. That is how the status and lookup system works in eDirectGlass, whether you're in quote, work order, invoice, or the universal search. Thank you for using eDirectGlass.